All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Yeah, they said I got to come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from downtown Baton Rouge, starts now.
All right, welcome back in OTB, hour number 2 here on this Tuesday morning. All right, so a couple things to get to inside the Bayou 4 chat. Also, LSU got a big quarterback commit yesterday. We talked a little bit about it. We'll get into that with Tate, our official recruiting correspondent. I feel like that's appropriate for Tate.
Yeah.
Because certainly not you or I.
No, we're not tracking the high schoolers.
That sounded weird for Tate. That's not what we intended.
Easy, Tate.
Champ says he's throwing the ball -3 yards at a time. He looks like the last year of Drew Brees. Can't sack someone that doesn't have a ball in his hand. It's terrible. They are throwing it a ton at the line of scrimmage, Champ. But like just watching it, not even going into the stats that we just gave you and the grades and all of that, you can just watch the game and tell, like, even when they are dropping back in traditional, passing concepts, they still have a really good pocket. So I hear you, and, some of that certainly plays from them throwing at the line of scrimmage or behind it, but the shell of the protection's been good for the most part.
Yeah,
like when you've had trouble, it's been from the right side.
Yeah, it's been good. You want to show a clip?
You ready?
It was ready. Yeah, I was just watching one.
You ready to go? Okay, yeah, sure.
I mean, just randomly.
Pull a lever.
Pull a lever.
Yeah, we need a lever.
Right.
Like Conan used to have.
A lever.
His Chuck Norris clips.
Because we're not real bad enough around here. Oh, we ready? All right. Hey, check this out. So this little play action fake. So just to give y'all a heads up, kind of an idea about what's happening right here is it kind of it tells you everything that we kind of talked about. So what we're doing is you see the tight end lined up off the ball to the left. So we're in a 3 receiver set. So what personnel is this, Alondra? We got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back.
11.
It's 11 personnel. That's right. We got a running back. We got a tight end lined up off the ball.
She was bored with that question. Like,
so
how
bored.
dare
Like,
you?
this is demeaning.
It's 11.
So we got 1 receiver to the right. We got 2 receivers to the left. And so it's a kind of a trips off formation with a tight end off the ball to the left. Also, running back is lined up to the left. So it's creating almost a 4-by-1 that the defense has to push to. So what you see here is a standard. It's going to be a 6-man protection with a little play fake to the running back. So what they're going to say is I would call this like a 2-jet protection.
Yeah.
Or a flash 2-jet. So what the offensive line is going to have the 4 down linemen, and what you're going to see the way the center works, he's going to have the linebacker to the top, so to the left of the center, not the linebacker overhead. And so the running back's going to have the linebacker that is directly in front of the center. So what happens here is the linebacker, so which means the center works to the left because he's working to that left linebacker. And so you leave yourself open to a game to the bottom. Creates pressure. Right in Garrett Nussmeier's face, didn't have time to step up. Boom, comes off the right side, just like we talked about. We're going to get a better look at this game right here on the right side of the line of scrimmage. A defensive tackle goes up the field, bull rushes the guard, and engages him. And there's a lot of holding, shoving there going on, which doesn't allow him to come off on the looping defensive end, creating pressure. Now, what I would like to see, what Garrett Nussmeier will get into at the next level, and as he progresses in his knowledge of NFL football, let's go back to the beginning, is we know we have 5-man protection, 4 down, and I'm going to call it the Sam up top because it's 3-by-1 set. Now, we know right now there's no pressure. We know based on alignment, we know based on DBs, safety leverage, based on where the linebackers are looking around like they're seeing where they're dropping. I would like to see Garrett Nussmeier move the Mike call to the center, to the middle linebacker right there. That's right over the head of the center. He's not the center. He's the will, but he's lined up over the center's face. I would like for him to move that call and tell the offensive lineman, you got that guy. What does that do? It keeps the center in the center of the line instead of pushing him left to where he can now read a looping guy. Yep. So that is a next level IQ thing that comes. I don't know if he has the freedom to do that, but if we know we have pressure, let's not slide our center left or right because of these games that they like to play. And we know the right side has been the little bit more leaky side.
Right.
And we'll watch it again.
You also have the tight end on that side as well, so it makes even more sense
and
to redeclare.
I would call this a thump or a nudge by the tight end, helping that guy. But a thump or a nudge right here from the back end is not going to help this game. No. That's what we call do you remember what that game is called, Alondra?
Wait, what did you say?
The game that the defensive line is playing on the right side.
Do we know what
defensive tackle goes first, and then the defensive end loops around?
I don't know.
We're going to call it a TE right there. Tackle first, the E loops around.
And if the end would have gone first and the tackle would have looped, it would have been a...
Yep. So watch 78 right here.
Switch it.
You see 78 right here? You see where his eyes are? His eyes, 78's eyes, left guard is to number 5 over there, looking right at him. Now, if Nussmeier changes the Mike declaration to 29, which is wild because you're changing it to the DB, but you know pressure's not coming. 78 all of a sudden engages with a defensive tackle. Yep. 61 has his eyes on 29, and then once he's not coming, looks for help. And who would he help? He would help this big old boy coming right here, creating that pressure. If that happens, Garrett Nussmeier sits in the pocket, throws a dime, probably a big play.
Yeah, probably a big play.
And look, this is what we talk about. This is where a torso injury can really hurt you. When your feet are off platform, they get parallel to your target, and you got to really create a lot of torque by keeping that left shoulder closed as much as you can. Creates a lot of torque and accurate throw.
If he does have a torso injury, that throw hurt.
Yeah, seriously. He does now.
Pretty bad. Yeah, and that's a great breakdown. You're right. Like simply moving the Mike declaration over from one guy to another, then you would have center help, and the center would be right there. So when the looper looped, and even though the guard's being held, which is good defense, he would be able to help pick him up right there. Garrett Nussmeier would have time, and he hits Barry and Brown there on the crosser.
And look, loopers are hard. Like, you tell me how good you're, like, those of you watching or be able to watch at home or watching on YouTube, like, you tell me how you would protect that if you're the right guard. It's hard to come off an engagement like that. That's why
they don't call defensive holding on that, which technically is something you could call. Yep. They don't call that. They call it
every now and then when
on a run play. Sometimes they'll do it.
But that's why you're seeing it in college football a lot now, because it's really hard to pick up. Even in the NFL, you're seeing it, and it's really hard to pick up. I saw yesterday. I think it was one of the night games yesterday. They did a safety end game, and they got Khalil Mack free because they hit the tackle with the safety and made him loop around. So I like moving those on regular 6-man protections and 11 personnel. I like trying to move the Mike declaration in as tight as possible. Keep that center engaged in the center.
Yeah, and that's it's something that, like, if you're watching the game and you're like, wait, how's that guy running free?
Yeah,
scot free. Then when you take a look at it, the defensive tackle's doing a nice job of not getting called for a penalty. He's holding up the guard. The tackle's in no man's land. There's nothing the tackle can do. Actually, Weston Davis on that play tried to come back and get a piece of the defensive line.
But that's the difference between, you see quarterbacks like in the NFL. You're like, man, how would they like if so and so would have had protection that this guy has, he'd be so much better. Like, you see guys that maybe not have a lot of talent. You look at Anthony Richardson, all the talent in the world, and then you see a guy like Daniel Jones. Maybe Daniel Jones is making those little subtle Mike declarations that make all the difference in the world. You talk about the difference of a big play and an almost interception on that last that clip we just showed. Was the difference of a Mike declaration. Nothing to do with physicality.
Right. Or, losing your individual battle. Well, yeah.
It didn't have anything. It was a good game by them. You got to have help.
All right. We'll take a break. But before we do, I want to remind you about our friends over at All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge, allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com. Buying new, if you are leasing, or if you are renting, every single thing is available. Per day rental prices. So if you want to go watch the Tigers play in Oxford, Mississippi in a couple of weeks, well, you can go ahead and reserve that rental today. Call Miss Lisa Sessions. Get that done. All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com. More OTB when we come back here.
Off the bench. '07 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
Look, this is good vibes even on a Tuesday, which is hard to do. It's very hard to get any positive vibes on a Tuesday. Nice job, Alondra.
Depeche Mode, don't miss ever. I saw them in concert a few years ago, and they're old.
They still okay?
No, they were still really
Awesome. Good to hear.
Oh,
Good to hear, because you never know.
Oh, man. He was, like, dancing around the stage. Like, he sounded good. The band sounded great. It was so awesome.
That's awesome, because you never know when you go see a legend.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
If it's
man,
gonna be
they're on
bad.
the old Biloxi Casino tour. Ooh, how are they? Are they still good? So it's
You
good
know who
to
that
hear.
happened to me with?
Who?
Travis Tritt.
Oh, the rice wasn't cooking in the microwave
was
anymore.
not.
Man, come
Dang.
He left it in
Shoot.
a little too long.
Ah.
Golly.
Or maybe not long enough.
I don't know.
You know, just hard
I think
grain.
it was a little too
Yeah,
long.
yeah.
I saw Brooks and Dunn in May at the Santa My Boots concert. They were great, but
Okay.
they were like Joe Biden walking around a little bit.
I saw him.
My fellas,
But they were still good.
They're
You get
still
a
good,
lot of hair and beard dye.
I think
saw him a couple
Travis
years
is the only
ago.
one that
Yeah,
disappointed
they
me.
can still
Yeah.
sing though. Like they,
Oh, they were great. I
the
saw
songs
them
were still
at,
great, but
I
yeah,
saw
it
them
was
at the Stage a couple
they were
years
creeping
ago.
around that stage a little bit.
yeah.
Still
Yeah.
doing it. Shout out! I hope.
Yeah.
I pray.
So the Eagles one
Doing something
time,
I love
like,
at
it's
that
kinda-
age.
The Eagles, like, you know, it's like their farewell tour.
Yep.
So, it's
Couple
okay.
years late.
Yeah, a couple
years late.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. It's
Fine.
tough.
Hey, get it. If people
It's
are
tough
willing
to
to pay
see.
you, do it.
It's tough to see, you know, legends age.
Not for everything, people. Not everything's for sale.
Not everyone's a vampire like Tom Brady. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a Tom thing because Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is also a
he
vampire.
still
That's
looks
true.
great.
That's true. Any other Toms?
No.
Nah, that's it? Okay.
I mean, Tom
Right.
Selleck's looked the same age.
Oh, yeah, that's
for about-
true.
True. Tom
That's
Selleck
true.
does look-
Tom Hanks
Yeah.
had a good run. Looking pretty ageless.
Yeah. It's true. Maybe it's just Tom.
Tom Holland
Tommy.
still looks about 14.
Yeah, that's
Right,
true. They
also
do age
fair.
short.
And I mean, he's probably 30.
Probably.
That's a good point. Huh. There's something to this, I
We're
think.
down.
Speaking of Tom Brady,
That's what I was trying to transition to.
that was pretty good.
We just got this man with a headset on.
We just got him in the coaching booth, right behind the play call.
With a headset on.
And what's up,
Not
like,
headphones, a headset
And what
with
you-
a microphone.
in a suit?
With a tablet in front of him.
in a suit.
Yeah.
Do you see the camera scanned on him, and he kind of like
Oh,
lowered
God.
the chair? It's kind of like
his
a-
mouth didn't move. He's like, I'm not saying a word, knowing he was probably talking.
it was
before
like
that.
a Coldplay concert at the Sphere
It
situation.
definitely was.
Like-
What quarter was this?
I don't remember, but you can
Second,
pull
maybe?
up. You can pull up a
Saw it on
screenshot. It's
Twitter.
all
Yeah,
over
it's
the
all
place.
over
Pe-
Twitter,
People are
yeah.
talking about it because, like, you got this guy calling games, so he gets inside access to all these coaches, players. He gets to go to practices the day before games. Like,
Didn't they shut him out of practice?
Yeah. so
Okay, they
he
shut him out of
actually-
practice. He
can't-
should
can't
be.
do
Yeah,
that.
because they were like, we can't have you in our building.
Yeah, it's like if you're another team,
Yeah.
I ain't telling this dude nothing.
And it's not like he's like a, you know, minority in the distance owner. Like when you're in the booth, the coaching booth with a headset and a tablet in front of you, like you're in it.
Who's?
And he said, like Chip Kelly's like, I talk to him like basically every day.
Yeah, yeah. They said they meet 2 or 3 times to go over the game plan and
Yeah.
watch film.
What?
What?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, like,
Isn't he a part owner in the Raiders too?
Yeah,
or
so that's
something?
what we're talking about.
Well,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like that seems.
Yeah, this is him. Like, look, that is a headset with a tablet in front of him.
nope.
This feels like a
nothing to see here.
conflict of
Kinda
interest.
ducks down.
Like, you know what? If he put a hat on and he put just a Raiders hoodie on, maybe he doesn't stick out.
Yeah, he's suited and booted.
But
ready
he's
to
suited
go.
and booted.
Yeah.
I mean, that jawline you can't miss.
Can't miss that jaw. So handsome.
Jaw me.
I don't know. How do you feel about this? I'm not even going to say it's not slimy because they're letting him do it. He's got this great job on Fox.
He came from the Patriots, which they've been known to dabble in extracurriculars.
Yeah, they're just the ones that get caught.
He's calling games. Well, I mean, stealing signs because you're good at it and stealing because you're filming is different.
Well, it's kind of like the Astros. Like, I'm sure other people were doing it.
We don't know that.
No, we don't. We'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't hear any trash
Like
cans. from
Lance
other teams.
Armstrong with the Tour de France. Everybody was doing it. Just the best one. Barry Bonds, just the best one.
I don't know. I don't know many.
People get hated.
I don't know many other minority owners that have a headset and a tablet.
No, that's a good point.
He wasn't calling plays, I'll tell you that.
Oh, the new owner for the
Maybe.
Colts.
I mean,
Look, people are
Our
like
defense
kind
is really
of
good.
saying stuff about. I think the internet's pretty split down the middle about it, but I do see people making some negative comments about Carly, the new Colts owner.
Yeah.
She was the daughter of, what was his name?
Jim.
Jim Irsay.
I was like Jeff.
I mean, close
Jay.
enough.
But I actually kind of like. I mean, they're 2-0. Maybe it's working. And I read this other thing. I don't know. I never really kept up with the Colts, but that she's done that regularly, and people are just kind of now noticing it. But I mean, I don't see anything.
Yeah,
wrong
no.
with
So
it.
she's always.
I actually
done that,
liked
so-
her answer.
Yeah.
Like, I'm paying these people millions of dollars.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that they're not
Yeah,
idiots.
just be
Yeah.
honest. Like, honesty
I
gets
loved
you
it.
a long
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Like,
Make sure they're not idiots.
even if unless like you have bad intentions, like honesty, like people just can relate to
Yeah.
it, right? Like, okay, we get it. That makes sense.
Right.
It came out when they were getting the team because it's 3 daughters, right? It's not just her.
I think so, yeah.
But the reason she's in the role she is because Jim was like, she's been here. She's done stuff like that. She's charted things for him before. And like, if I'm paying a defensive tackle $15 million a year and he ain't performing, I'm writing that down.
Yep.
He's getting
Yeah.
cut.
I want to see
I
his
don't hate
lows.
it. I don't hate it. But
I mean,
it does give,
What's
like-
the difference in that and like our boss listens probably to our shows? I'm sure Flynn Foster listens to this show. He
Yeah.
might be listening right now.
right.
It's
I mean, Matt listens all the time.
Same situation.
Yeah. But it does give like HBO Max sitcom vibes whenever I see clips of
It
it
does,
on the
yeah.
because she was like
I mean, it's
running
funny.
the
It's-
length of the field and her assistant or what I could guess is her
Right.
assistant is like running next to her. So it really gives HBO Max sitcom. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it. They're 2-0.
Yeah.
They haven't
I mean,
punted
great.
through
I
2
got
games.
I got no issue with it. I do understand like the sitcom
Yeah.
aspect, the visuals of
Yeah.
it because it's just different. It's
Right.
new. Like you've never seen that before. Like there is something to be said for like wanting to keep an eye on your investment, but then you also invested in a GM and a head coach that's supposed to do that as well. Like you
Yeah.
can't micromanage every little thing. I think she probably just enjoys it.
Yeah.
Right? She just enjoys
She
it. She
looks
wants
like
to be
she
a
just
part
likes-
of it. She
yeah.
wants to be part of the team, which is fine.
Well,
Which is
and,
absolutely. I'm
you know,
surprised Jerry Jones hadn't done that.
Right.
Chris Ballard and Shane Steichen, not exactly,
Whoa,
the
whoa.
coldest
No
of
Shane
seats.
Steichen
The
here.
coldest of seats.
No
is what
hate
I'm
on my
saying.
boy
Like,
Shane.
When they were coming into this season, a lot
Right.
of people were like,
Whoa,
5
whoa,
games
whoa,
in,
whoa,
they may have
whoa,
to clean out.
Yeah, they got
So-
Danny Dimes now, bud.
Well, that's what she's doing. She's running up and down the sidelines and making sure, like, Richardson's not there.
Yeah, do not put him in.
She's like, he will not go in the game.
Uh-huh. I'm not going to cut him because I don't want to overstep my GM, but you don't play Anthony Richardson. is
Let's
what
just
you're
don't have him put on a uniform today.
But yeah, like the Tom Brady, I got no issue with him being in the like up there. Like he's a huge asset for somebody to have, right? It's Tom
Yeah.
Brady. He's the GOAT. It's just the optics aren't great when he does the broadcast and he does get a little bit of access. Now I know it's been handcuffed and tailored back a little bit. But I don't know. I don't really have any opinion on it. I just thought it was an interesting point
know what?
because a lot of people do have opinions on it.
You know what? At the end of the day, it didn't matter because the Bolts still whipped up on them sorry-ass Raiders.
Yeah, maybe Tom Brady sucks at doing that.
Yeah. Sorry, Pete Carroll, that you turned 74 yesterday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Here's an L.
Wait, not
Your
happy
birthday.
birthday. Not happy birthday.
Pete.
You benched me.
Yeah, you punk.
You punk. Got my hopes up. And you took it away from me.
Do you remember when we went to dinner?
My custom
when
out,
I came on my free agent visit, and we went to dinner, and it was me, you, Lacey, Pete Carroll, John Schneider, and oh my gosh, what's his name?
Player? Coach?
Hold on. He's a GM for the Dan Morgan.
Okay.
God, I couldn't get there. Played at Miami, played for the Panthers.
You found it.
And like Pete wasn't going to be there. And then all of a sudden, like he shows up and he's like kind of out of breath a little bit. He's like, yeah, just got a little workout in. Wanted to come stop by and sit down for a little bit. And he like couldn't catch his breath. He ran there.
Easy, Pete.
I'm like, Pete, my God, take a breath, guy. Like a deep one.
That's
Making
me
me a
going
little
up the
nervous.
stairs.
He's a good coach, though. He runs a good program, even though he benched me.
Yeah.
Even though he stole my dreams.
Even though he offered me a contract that had 0 vet guarantees. He wanted me to sign my life away. Hey, yeah, so if you get hurt, we're going to avoid all these veteran guarantees that every other team has, and we're just going to cut you and not give you anything. No severance either.
Yeah.
No, I'm good, Pete.
That ain't cool.
I'm good, Pete. I'm going to go sign
I think I'm just
somewhere
going to go
else.
with Peyton.
Yeah, I'm going to Denver, bud.
I'm cool.
So, all right. Before we take this break, want to throw it back to Tay because we mentioned it yesterday during the show, kind of at the very end of the show, but LSU does get a big quarterback commit. And now this is not 2026. This is 2027. And we've talked about the 2027 class for over a year now because it's loaded. And not only was it loaded, but it was loaded with guys that had strong LSU/Louisiana ties. You had, Houston, who ends up committing, which Tate is going to tell you about. Elijah Haven here in Baton Rouge. You had, Garrett Nussmeier's brother. Obviously, he's going to have ties to LSU. You have another quarterback in North Louisiana that's like a top 15 quarterback in the country. You had Phillip Rivers' son, Gunnar Rivers, who Steven Rivers played at LSU, right? Still an LSU fan. Right, they're right down the road in the Mobile area. So, like, all these quarterbacks, all these top quarterbacks had some kind of a tie to either Louisiana or LSU. So you felt good. You felt good about getting one. And Tate, they ended up getting one yesterday to at least commit.
Yeah, Peyton Houston, maybe my favorite quarterback in the state. I know there's a lot of debate on who's the best quarterback in 2027. Look, he's only 5'11". I don't care about that. This guy's a gamer when the lights come on. Like, if you've ever watched this guy play, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, he threw for 4,500 yards and 38 touchdowns a year ago and only turned it over 6 times. And a lot of people are going to say, yeah, but Peyton Houston's one-dimensional. He's a pocket passer. No, he's not. He had 690 yards rushing a year ago. Now, he's not constantly looking to run, but this is a guy that can take off. He scored 7 rushing touchdowns a year ago. I really like Peyton Houston. I mean, the guy's just a gamer.
I wonder, and we caught like the back end of Shea Dixon talking at the event that we did on Friday, and someone asked him this question about maybe getting 2 quarterbacks in this class, and I thought Shea had a great answer. He said, "Well, if you get one, don't count Nussmeier out because like if you can make a case and see a path for 2 quarterbacks, it's going to involve Nussmeier being one of them." And I agree. Like, obviously, you have strong ties. Your brother was a star at LSU, and he sat and he waited his turn, and it benefited him from doing so. So that could, it's not going to scare off, I think, Nussmeier from maybe committing or signing. And look, you got to get to the finish line. We all know that class is way down the road there, but it's a big class, and you just have to make sure you get one of the players that we're talking about with strong Louisiana ties.
Yeah, the finish line is so far away.
It's a long way. I mean,
it's a long way away.
December 2026 is the earliest Houston could sign.
Right.
So, yeah.
December 2026. What's this year? What are we in now?
No, we're in 25.
Oh,
so
okay.
he can't
Yep. That's a
sign
while.
for about
That's a while.
14 months.
So in 2 Christmases. Got it. But yeah, so you're talking about Nussmeier, and you're talking about if there was 2. Like, genetics, DNA is not just like physical; it's also mental too. Like his older brother went the path of the most resistance to be a starting quarterback, right? When in a day and age where that just doesn't happen. And I can tell you, when I was in high school, I was under the understanding in my signing class that we were taking 2 quarterbacks. There's 2 quarterbacks they're taking.
Yeah.
And I remember Jimbo Fisher telling me, and Nick Saban,
Jimbo Fisher?
we have offered 5 quarterbacks,
Oh, wow.
including you. 5 quarterbacks. Maybe it was 6. I can't remember. They're like, we all think y'all are great. We think y'all all can be a starting quarterback here. We want all of y'all equally. We're taking the first 2 that commit, basically, was the now it turns out the first 2 that committed didn't end up signing because apparently they wanted one a little bit more. They wanted Jamarcus a little bit more. They kept recruiting him after the 2 were committed. But I knew so I can tell you if that message is there, I do think you need to be up front with all the quarterbacks saying there's a possibility we take 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
In this class. You don't surprise a quarterback that's committed to you in high school. You don't surprise them by taking a second quarterback. It's like an upfront situation. Hey, bud, we're recruiting you. We're offering 4 quarterbacks. We're offering 5 quarterbacks. There's a potential we could take 2. I want that to be a part of your decision. I want you to be okay with competition. I want you to be a dog. I want you to come in here and don't care. If we take 2, make sure it's you. And
not everybody's going to be okay with that. But to your point, like in the DNA of what we've seen from the Nussmeier family, like Colton Nussmeier might be just that. And hey, look, he's 6'3", 190 pounds. He's a different body type than his brother as well, but still like was raised in the same household and with the same mentality. So like not going to run from competition.
It's a tough situation to be in as a coaching staff too. Even if you just want to take one, like the finish line's so far away. You have a lot of talent in that class at the quarterback position, a lot of them with the ties here to LSU. So you stand a pretty good chance with everybody.
Yeah.
And if you just wanted to take one, what do you do when they commit? You can't stop recruiting them. And then if you stop recruiting them, do you piss the one guy off that's committed? Like it's kind of like recruiting's tough, man. It's there's a smart way to do things, but it's also a personal thing too. It's you have to know how to deal with people. You have to know how to make sure they're still feeling love if they're committed, but also understand that we still have to recruit somebody because you haven't signed yet, and you could decide not to sign here.
Yeah.
We can't be holding an empty bucket.
Lance Richard inside the Bayou Ford chat. Do people still care about recruiting anymore with the current landscape of recruiting, especially from a kid that's 15 months from signing day? No, it's a valid question. And Lance, I mean, obviously, like we used to on sports radio talk about recruiting all the time. I mean, all the time. It's like you had to do a segment a day. And the Bayou Bash, remember how big that used to be, right? The fax is coming in and everybody's holding their breath. To your point, no, because of the transfer portal, it's like a lot of people lost interest because it's like, oh, they're even going to be here in a year, 2 years, whatever. I do think still quarterback plays, though. Again, we don't talk recruiting on this show very often at all. And you're right, he is far away. But this 2027 quarterback class is special. And again, with so many Louisiana/LSU ties, I think it is a must that you get one of the top guys, or it would be a big miss. And so, like, to your point, I agree with you, but this is a unique situation just because of it being quarterback, having like 5 guys to kind of not choose from. I'm not saying everybody's like knocking down the door. Like we've heard Elijah Haven might be leaning towards Florida, but you need to get 1 in this class, and you might get 2 if you can still, continue to recruit Colton Nussmeier and he comes, which I think with today's landscape of quarterbacks leaving all the time, like if you can stack quarterbacks, then absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think anybody who's ever been on a radio cares less about high schoolers' decisions than me. But quarterback does always play. It is a big decision. You see quarterbacks playing at such a young age right now. It's just quarterback play. Doesn't matter what it is, transfer, high school recruit, good, bad, ugly, whatever it is. It always plays. It's always a big deal because it's the most important position. That's not to take anything away from every other position. It's just a fact of the matter that it really is. You can have the greatest team on earth, but if you don't have a competitive quarterback, it doesn't really matter how good everybody else is. You have to be good.
Yep. And so LSU does get a commit, but look, we also realize that finish line is not in sight. You got to get some binoculars out to see it. But we'll continue to update you. And does LSU take a 2026 quarterback is still a part of the story as well. All right, we will step away. More OTB when we come back here on this Tuesday morning.
Off the bench.
All right, go to All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com, All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com, buying new, leasing, renting. Check out what they have available, which is everything. Everything they offer to buy new, they offer to lease. Everything they offer to lease, they offer in the rental department. You're just not going to find that anywhere else. So if you want to go ahead and go see the Tigers play on the road, they've got great trips. Oxford, Tuscaloosa, Nashville, Norman. They got some good trips against some good teams. All those teams, guess what? They're ranked football teams. Ooh. So if you want to go watch the Tigers play on the road, go ahead and rent a Toyota. Save miles on your vehicle. Maybe you need something bigger. Maybe you want something smaller. Maybe it's a little weekend getaway. Whatever the situation, All-Star is always the answer. All-Store.
All-Store, you said it?
I'll try to.
Okay, nice.
ToyotaBatonRouge.com.
That's right. And those per-day rental prices, too, as good or better than those big box rental car places at the airport. So give them a call. And if you're in the market for a new, used, lease, whatever it is, go to allstartoyotabatonrouge.com.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here on this Tuesday morning. I want to remind you about our friends over at Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. GetGordon.com is the website. Go to the website, see what they can do for you in the courtroom, past client results, cases they handle. It's always going to be at Get Gordon on all major social media. See what they're doing throughout the local communities in Louisiana. Also, check out the G Team, Garrett Nussmeier, LSU quarterback, part of that G Team. GetGordon.com. GetGordon.com, your area code, followed by 888-8888. Get Gordon and get it done.
I'll tell you what, we've been really sporty today.
Have we?
Whew. I'm exhausted.
All right.
We talked recruiting.
I was about to be like a little bit sporty.
No, let's go. Let's keep it going.
No,
I signed up for this. Let's go.
I have breaking sports news.
Ooh.
Well, we didn't go around the room this morning because there was a lot of NFL, just like actual news to talk about it.
ADD
and
stuff.
No, that's like actual what we're supposed to talk about.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. That's what most say.
Yes.
But we dictate what we talk about here.
Very fair.
But I was going to say, like, I came across this story this morning, and it kind of, like, it rocked me a little bit. So everybody's familiar with stone skipping, right? Like skipping stone.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so they
right.
do a national, like an international championship, actually. So, like, people go out there. It's called the World Stone Skimming Championships.
Naturally.
Where you go out there and literally you just skip stones, right? And they try to see more than 2,200 people from 27 countries attended this year's stone skimming championship, right?
Oh, is it distance?
Yeah, and it's in
how
Scotland
many?
too. So I don't know. The article that I read doesn't really say like how far and
Right.
stuff. We can look
Yeah.
into it, but the article that I read did not say. Multiple people have been disqualified for tampering.
Oh, no.
Oh,
They're
no.
shaving the
Weighted-
rocks.
From the
Weighted rocks.
stone, from the stone skimming.
Oh,
Nope, they're not
no.
weighted. But they did kind of shave them a little bit to make them more circular.
Wow.
So
Whoa.
people disqualified and just messing with the integrity
The
of
integrity,
the stone skimming
yeah.
championship
Wow.
in Scotland.
Do you think-
just disrespectful to the sport?
Very
honestly.
disrespectful
You think
to it.
Vegas had a little to do with this? Probably
Got
Maybe.
some odds on it.
had some odds on it.
Yeah.
So they got to shave it to be more round. I was thinking it might be like a Christmas Vacation situation where they greased up the bottom of it, maybe.
No, so they so there's actually like a thing that they use to measure the stones because
Wow.
they
I
have
gotcha.
to be like at least 3 inches in measurement, right? So they actually measure the stones and everything, and people were just shaving them to make them perfectly circular so that they skip better.
Can't shave your stones.
It's a good one. That was just
This
calling
is a
for
serious.
it.
This is a serious story, Taylor.
Like you
So
said.
20 yeah, Taylor,
like
don't
you
joke around
said,
about
it
this.
rocked
Sorry.
you.
it rocked me.
Rock.
I'm sorry.
Hey, nice one. 27 countries, is that right?
27 countries.
Do you think this was a bring your own stone kind of competition, or you walk the riverbank?
So yeah, they have to come naturally. They have to come from a
First come,
naturally
first served
occurring
stone.
island slate. So they have to be that you have to find them like around the island.
Gotcha.
So it is kind of first come first
Yeah.
serve. You find
Right,
the
yeah.
perfect stone, but these people were shaving them.
And how many people?
It didn't
Lot.
say how many.
20
but it
I thought,
was-
20 what
I thought
countries?
you just said
how many
yeah,
people went?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know how many people got
that's
disqualified
a
to
lot.
be
Yeah,
clear,
yeah.
but more than 2,200 people went to the competition.
Wow.
From 27 different countries, all gathered on the west coast of Scotland. And these people are out here shaving their stones.
It makes sense, though, that you have to get it from there. You know, I mean, 27 different countries.
Yep.
Not everybody's stones are the same size. So, like,
Sure.
you have to get
Different
it all on the
size
same
stones.
island.
Yeah.
Like, it
Yep.
actually makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Yeah, Brett brings up a good point. Take some serious stones to think you can cheat the system and get
Yeah,
away with
That's
it.
exactly right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This
Sometimes-
is like the guy that was putting weights in his fish.
Oh
God,
yeah.
Like-
I'm so pissed about
Oh, do you imagine? You know, fishermen. Oof. You lie
Is
about.
nothing sacred?
You can have like a 5-pound bass, which is a monster bass, right?
Right.
And it's actually like
Huge.
4.6.
Yeah.
Right. And if you say 5 pounds, fish like real fishermen, like that's
Wait,
not 5 pounds.
Wait,
Right.
4.6.
I remember the worst part about that video, if y'all remember about that, he had to stand up on the platform, get called out for cheating, then walk through the crowd of angry people to his truck to get out of there. He wound up having to pay back like
Yeah, that's a big deal.
75,000.
Yeah.
He had done it in so many tournaments.
And you know he got his ass beat too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Champion. Hey, yeah.
He got hooked. He got fish hooked for real in a fight, like with a fish hook. But yeah, like so Scotland. I'm thinking of the stones. Like Scotland's pretty famous for their stones too.
Yeah, they got hella stones.
Like they're the only
Yeah.
people I think that make the official curling stones as well.
Really?
Like for Olympic curling, things like that. I think the stones comes from a specific type of rock
Okay, so for reference,
in Scotland only.
entrant Jonathan, y'all, entrant Jonathan Jennings went on to victory last week as the contest's first American winner.
Let's go.
Skimming his stones a cumulative distance of 177 meters. So just for like a point of reference, that is the champion last week.
177
meters.
I mean, what kind of torque? Like he does
That's
not
some
have
crazy torque.
He does not have a torso injury at all. He is creating
No.
so much torque and so many levers with his arm. I mean, you got to drop down and sidearm that thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's got to be also a regulation on how far between the hand that lets it go and the
Right.
first skip. Like, you
Probably.
probably can't throw it like 100 meters in the air.
So hold on.
So there's got to be some sort of rule on that.
So this is not year round. This is summer only, I would imagine.
So each competitor is allowed
Probably
3
depends climate.
skims.
Because I'm saying stones aren't as big during the winter.
That's a good
so
point.
I would think
and
that
even
it would be
sometimes,
summer only.
if you're on the banks of the river, and even two stones right next to each other that look like they belong, but they're not going to be the
They
same
actually
size.
may not be from the same
They
thing,
might
yeah.
be different sizes too.
So each competitor is allowed 3 skims, and stones must bounce at least twice on the water before sinking. So you got to get at least 2 bounces.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it. Okay, so
2
so
feels like a little bit, right?
just- I
feel
just
like
looked up-
2 is average.
yeah, two's average.
Yeah.
But we're just like,
Like,
that's
I'm
just a
skipping
long
twice.
toss.
Right.
That's just a long toss
Yeah.
at that point.
I'm skipping stones twice.
Like to me, a skip competition should be the amount of skips you get.
Right, not
Not
the
really
length.
the distance.
Yeah.
Now, 177 meters isn't impressive, even with 2 skips.
Yeah.
Um.
Well, I don't know if that's how much he had,
Yeah.
but you have to
But
have
you
at
have
least
to have
2.
at least that.
Yeah.
So I guess you're going for distance with just, I don't know how it works, but I just looked up the world record for most consecutive skips of a stone on water. They didn't tell me what kind of stone this is. I'm
Okay.
assuming it's an American stone, though.
Okay.
Because it was thrown by an American,
Oh, yeah.
USA, Kurt the Mountain Man Steiner.
I mean,
This guy was born to do this.
He was born to do
He
this.
might have
Born of a
created- He might
mountain.
have created the sport.
Born of a mountain. He ain't shaving stones.
No.
He ain't. He's all man. From USA in 2013 at Red Bridge, Allegheny National Forest, right here in America, in Pennsylvania, skipped 88 times.
Oh my God.
88
That's crazy.
skips on water.
imagine that torque.
I can't imagine that
88.
torque. But that's what you get when you get a good American stones.
I feel like this should be in the Olympics. Olympic stones.
I mean, it'd be better than breakdancing.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh
too.
gosh, I forgot about that.
But I think that the amount of stones, the amount of skips you get, more impressive
80
than distance.
Yeah.
plus.
Well, maybe you could like in the Olympics, you have skiing, but there's 7 different types.
Yep.
Like, what if you did distance
Yep.
and then number of skips, like
Yep.
2 separate competitions?
And then you get into the problem like in the Olympics. Then you have Russia with their performance-enhancing
They're
drugs.
gonna
Their
cheat,
stones are going
yeah.
to be a little bit smaller than everybody
They're
else.
going to cheat. More aerodynamic.
Yeah. Smaller, you get it. Because of the steroids.
Yeah, we did get it. You didn't
Okay.
have to explain it.
King MJ makes a good point. He said, I'm sure the at least 2 skips rules is there so people won't try to just throw it.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you're going for a good
We got to
distance
have
on,
rules in place.
on one
Yeah.
skip, I think you would like
Have
skip it
integrity.
hard.
Yeah.
Skip it hard, like right in front of you,
Yeah.
and then it like pops up and you get that glide effect.
Yeah.
Oof.
Now I'm going to go skip some stones after this.
Yeah,
Underrated hobby is skipping stones.
Underrated.
I've always said it.
Hey,
All right,
creates some elbow injuries though.
we
Ooh, some serious
we'll take a
tennis
break.
Mm-hmm.
When we come back, a lot of people yesterday were wondering if the Bengals could make a play for Jameis Winston. Well, they've made a play for some quarterbacks, and we'll tell you who it is when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to GoTommies.com. That's GEAUX, Tommies with a Y.com. I mean, look, we've already laid it out. Like, if your name's Tom, you're basically a vampire. You don't age, and you just have all the energy in the world, and you're just really good at what you do. And some would say the best. Tom Cruise, guy's pretty good at action films. Tom Brady, guy was pretty good at throwing the football.
Yep.
Tom Hanks, pretty good at rom-coms.
Mm-hmm.
Tom
And
E,
voiceovers.
great at windows. Windows, doors, and siding, actually. Best of 2025 Advocate, best windows, Tommy. So if your name's Tom, you're a winner. Tom short for Tommy. Tommy short for Thomas. GoTommies.com.
You nailed that. If you got a project coming up, make sure, do not miss an opportunity to call Tommy at GoTommies.com and just get a price. Talk to them. See what they can do with your project. They are the best around. GoTommies.com.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
I'm the sun and the air. All the shyness that is criminally vulgar. I am sun and air. Of nothing in particular.
All right, welcome back in OTB. There was a rumor out there yesterday that potentially the Bengals could make a play for Jameis Winston, who's on the Giants roster, maybe make a trade with Joe Burrow being out for 3 months, and maybe that still happens. But the Bengals have made a couple of quarterback moves, and none of them are Jameis.
Oh.
The Bengals are signing former Packers quarterback Sean Clifford and veteran quarterback Mike White to their practice squad. So I think Mike White was with Buffalo in this preseason, if I'm not mistaken. He's had some starts with Miami and maybe some other teams as well. Sean Clifford, of course, Penn State quarterback from a couple years ago. So Sean Clifford, Mike White to the practice squad. No Jameis.
Boo. That's disappointing. You know, it's always the cool storylines, the cool things you want to happen, never do. I think I tweeted about it last night or X'd it last night, whatever you call it.
Next.
What do you call it? What
I
do you
don't
call it?
know.
I'd say I still call it Twitter.
That's all I'll call it.
Mike White, by
tweeting.
the way, has a very soft look to him.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
He kind of balled with the
Weak
Jets
chin?
there for a little while before the
Yeah.
Dolphins.
Very
like,
weak chin.
Week
All
two.
right.
Yeah.
Baby cakes?
It's
Baby
it's disappointing, but not surprising. Like if you're trading for a guy, you probably want him to come in and start. Like Jake Browning's going to be their starter. He actually played okay last time Burrow went down with an injury. So like I kind of get it.
Yeah, but it's not fun.
Yeah.
No,
we
I
want it
get
to
it.
be
It's not fun, but like
we
it
just want it to
kind
be fun.
of does make sense.
We need Jameis Winston back in the spotlight.
Yeah.
As
Jameis
football
to
fans, we
Jabbar.
got to have audio of him every single. I mean, can you imagine the audio coming from the Bengals, thrown to Jamar Chase, T. Higgins? Disaster of an organization. But you got Jameis. That'd at least be exciting. Put fans in the stands, ass in the seats.
Nick Underhill, New Orleans football when we come back.
Off the bench.
All right. You know, we've been talking about our friends over at Campus Federal Credit Union last couple of weeks. Been serving Louisiana since 1934. And look, these are people that are local, dependable, and built on the idea of neighbors helping neighbors. So whether you need a new checking account, a lot of different ones to choose from, as we've been telling you the last couple of weeks as well, a low-rate auto loan, or help buying your dream home, Campus Federal has you covered. So with branches in Baton Rouge, New Orleans, and in Shreveport, plus obviously always online. You got mobile banking options there online as well. They make it simple to keep your money local and your life moving. Check them out today at campusfederal.org.
That's right. They've been serving Louisiana for over 85 years with the same focus today as day one, putting members first. So what does that mean? That means lower rates, that means lower fees, and real people right here in the community who actually know your name. So don't settle for big national breaks. Stop by any Campus Federal branch today or visit campusfederal.org.